Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. Will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sanders on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Odell Beckham Jr. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are able to claw one back. Well, that was all Lamar... all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. There's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it,